That looks really cheap and nasty.
Not
It's just like
not
paint
Tastes
stripper.
really cheap and nasty, but
It's 11 US for a 4-pack.
Hold on, isn't it midday there?
Yeah, you guys only just
And?
woke up.
You can have a beer for lunch.
yeah, there's no rules here.
I'm drinking dandelion and burdock.
That's disgusting.
No, it's not.
It is.
Is that alcohol?
No.
Why
It's
can't you be normal and have like juice? Normal
Juice.
people. Juice.
That
Juice.
looks like a pink Zinfandel.
Dude, I've had piss that looks that color.
Maybe you need to see a doctor quick.
Great. Yeah, just to get your pussy off the screen.
I'm so glad I started recording before I actually said we were going to, just to catch that.
It's not that kind of show, man.
Yeah, I'm not even going to edit this out, and I'm being genuine. So crack on with the intro.
What's
It'll
up,
be in tune with our shows.
Let's try that again. Yo.
Podcasting in the raw.
Yeah, this is how we get it. Welcome to Thors-Kin Triggered. It's our special episode with our brothers from another
Continent.
fucking continent.
I
like
think you
to.
need a beer.
I need one. Yeah, I'd like to formally introduce Garrett and Justin from Garrett and Justin Triggered. Hi, guys.
What's
Going
up?
on?
And of course, James there, my podcast bitch in the
Whatever
corner there.
the first word, fogcast was that. Firstly,
Podcast. Well, we've been.
James is on top right now, so you're the bitch, Alex. Sorry.
I said we swap, didn't I? So, Garrett, Justin, do you guys want to properly introduce yourselves then?
All right. I'm Garrett,
And I'm Justin.
and together we are Triggered.
Trigger!
That's what I wanted to hear. Beautiful. So yeah, just a bit of info for people that don't realise, but Garrett and Justin started a podcast about a week or two before we started Thors-Kin. And I shot a message out to these guys from the beginning and said, hey, you know what, let's buddy up and let's help each other out through this journey. And since then, we've been crossing swords and touching tips genitally. Gingerly, I was meant to say. Yes, so we've developed quite a good relationship with these guys. So absolutely chuffed to have you guys on the show. Thanks for coming.
I don't
That's
think they
an honor,
realised
man.
that
Yes.
they could actually just ignore messages over the internet and just be like, "Go away, you weirdo."
Just block us, like, yeah.
We're both extremely needy individuals, and any form of human contact that we can get, we grasp onto.
Well, no, that's Garrett, not me. I've got my dick I can grasp onto, so.
Funnily enough, the same phrase applies to me with Al.
Yeah. Oh, cheers, buddy.
Yeah,
You grab on for as long as you can, mate.
weird.
And we've got to explain as well. Obviously, Garrett and Justin are over in the US. They're in Arizona, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Tucson.
Tucson, Arizona.
So there is a bit of a time difference. What time is it there now? It's about 10 past midnight.
12.
12, and here it's 10 past 8. So thank you for taking up your midday to come and sit with us.
I've been
and
looking
talk.
forward to it. It's awesome.
Like we said, we either be jerking each other or ourselves off at this time of day. So
Well, there you go.
What else
Here we
is
go.
there to do with a Sunday afternoon?
Apart from running around dressed like a zombie, you mean? How are things over there in the US at the moment? Good, yeah?
Good. It's still really hot here.
it's really fucking hot. It's mid-October now, and we're still getting like 95-degree weather.
Yeah, my balls are just sweating all day, every day.
So 95 degrees. I'm going to do a quick because I have to, and I want to help you guys with your metric system. So
It's definitely a lot warmer than what it is here.
Yeah,
What's the
freezing.
temperature over there?
about 2.
What is it now? It's 9 degrees.
Yeah, I don't know what that works out to in.
Yeah, you guys are Celsius,
that's
right?
Yeah,
48
that's
degrees
Celsius.
for us, and we are at 35 degrees for you.
Wow.
That's
Fuck,
insane.
35 degrees. Wow. I'd prefer that than to what we got now, honestly. It's wind, rain.
The difference is though, when we get 35-degree heat, like when you watch like programs when it's hot in America, you get all of the Silicon Valley kind of area, all in the bikinis playing volleyball and everything on the beach. Over here, it's like fat chicks with a fucking butterfly tattoo on their fanny walking about. It's just like, it's not the same.
Some skinny chav in a baseball cap with England tattoos all over his chest, carrying a box of Stella, walking back from the shop. Yeah,
shouting. No, I won't say that.
With his top off.
I don't know. I've been over to England, and you guys got some hot chicks over there. So
it seems like with the British ladies, that there's no gray. You're either fugly or really fucking hot.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
The British women are so hot, I married a Colombian. There you go. But yeah, the UK and the US, they definitely respond differently to weather because of space.
Yeah.
All in all.
Well, I mean, how often do you guys get even close to 30 degrees, if ever?
Well, I go on holiday like 2 weeks a year, so about 14 days.
where do you go?
Anywhere that's not here. But that's the only time it ever gets towards that heat.
And I don't know if you've been following the news. I don't know if you get that kind of news in the US, but have you heard the news today, James, about the guy that's held up a bowling alley with a shotgun?
What?
Jesus Christ.
Over here?
Over here?
Fuck off. That doesn't happen.
No, in Warwickshire, honestly.
No one owns a shotgun in England. No one.
Yeah, I was going to say, how does somebody even get a shotgun over there? I thought you guys pretty much banned all firearm.
Well, if you're
Farmers.
a hunter in England, you can get guns.
Yeah, you can get shotguns if you're in a farm or if you have a use for it.
Okay.
But this guy's turned up to where his ex is playing bowling or something and decided to hold up the whole fucking bowling alley. You know what I mean? Like, of all things to go out, if I was going to go out, I'll go out in a blaze of glory, not holding up a bowling alley because they've got the wrong size shoes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that's our answer to Vegas. You guys have a guy that kills like nearly 100 people. We have a guy holding up a bowling alley.
Yeah, American knows how to do it right.
Yeah.
Wow, this got dark quick.
Yeah. So, what's everyone been up to this week? I'll go around the room. We'll start off with our guest, Garrett, Justin. What you guys been up to this week?
I'll let Justin go first.
I've just been gaming, man. I work so much that I really don't have time to do anything else.
What you been playing?
So, The Evil Within 2.
Ooh,
I hear that's really good.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah, and I just recently beat Uncharted Lost Legacy. So that's really good as well.
You guys you're talking to two Xbox people.
Yeah, but
not
Jay, I've listened to
necessarily.
enough of their podcasts that James has a PlayStation.
Yeah. See, I haven't. To be honest, I've saw 1, 2, and 3, and then kind of I haven't bought 4 yet because I need to go back and get the collection, and I'm just going to skip through them because I can't. I'm not looking forward to going back and playing blocky Uncharted just to get to number 4, but I'll do that in a weekend.
Well, which ones have you played?
None of them. I've seen them being played at a friend's house.
One is the
I kind of
worst.
know what I'm
It's
doing,
gravy.
but yeah, I know what I'm
Enjoy
missing out
one.
on. But...
One's the one where you go into the submarine that's on the side of the mountain, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's old as fuck by this point.
I know,
so.
but when you play, because I recently went through the remastered collection because I did the same thing. When I would play any previous experience that I've had with PlayStation games was with Justin because he was the PlayStation guy and I had an Xbox 360.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Jesus Christ, you just fucking completely knocked off my
That's too much, man.
Did I ruin your
man.
train of thought?
Yeah, you ruined it. I was just like basking in the glory of that wonderful belch.
And this is sober, Garrett.
That's not a very Thors-Kin thing to do, so you guys are lowering the tone a lot.
Glad to keep things classy.
Yeah, because we're super highbrow here.
Oh, yeah. Yes, welcome to Thors-Kin podcast.
All right, back on topic.
So you've not been playing Oh yeah, Uncharted. That's it. Yeah, go on.
So yeah, I mean, I would only have experience with PlayStation games going over to Justin's, and I didn't get a PlayStation until PlayStation 4 came out, and that was a year after it came out.
Yeah, I kind of had a very similar experience with one of my friends. Like at the start of this gen, we were going back and forth. Which do we get? You know, which one's it going to be? And stupidly, we both went down different routes. He got a PlayStation, I got an Xbox. So that whole like first couple of years, I only got one. What? Had it 2 months? Yeah, nearly 2 months now.
For your birthday, yeah.
Yeah, it was, and basically everything before that was going around his house to play it because I'd want to get more games than a new console. But now that I've got it, I'm loving it. To be honest, I beat Horizon Zero Dawn the other day.
I have that game. I really need to beat that game.
Yeah,
I need to get
definitely.
that game.
I need to beat my dick. I think I prefer that.
Here, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dreaming crazily. That's I remember speaking to a few people that said like this story and it wasn't very good. But we're like massive Halo people. And like no spoilers, but it's basically Halo with dinosaurs. The backstory to it.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and oh man, I just remember I beat it last night and we had to go out, and we were like, my girlfriend was trying to drag me through the door just as the credits was coming up, and I was like, no, I need to sit here and watch the ending. There's going to be a Marvel bit at the end. I know there is. So I loaded it back up this morning, just like, please, like, load it up. I'm happy to beat the last boss again. That pain in the ass. I'll do it twice. That's fine. And it did. So yeah, I managed to see all the ending bits. Now,
so
that's a great game.
When you say it's like Halo with dinosaurs, do you mean you get little compies running after you going, I killed the Master Chief! Ah, fuck you! Like you do on Halo.
It's a demon! No, basically, it's like all the... if you took like humanity and the whole... like the end of the world thing that's going on. I don't want to spoil it because it's been around a while, but I mean... Garrett, you just said that you hadn't played it. Was that right? So I don't want to spoil it.
I played a bit of it when I went over to Justin's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only about 4 hours through it. I have too many games. My backlog is huge.
And then you got the Switch.
Yeah. And I'm more of a Nintendo guy than anything else, so... Oh, fuck
Sorry,
you.
Yeah, guys, we've only got 4 viewers to lose. Jesus Christ, come on.
That's between us. Yeah. So, what did you think of my my comment about the Nintendo being the cuckold in the group of consoles?
Dude, I thought it was hilarious. I'm a Nintendo fan, but I'm not blind. So
Actually, do you know? I was watching a video. I wish I'd have saved it. Actually, it was one of those situations, you know, where you back out of it and Facebook refreshes, so you don't have time to save the video. But it was every single Mario game ever made, and there's like 200 of them. So there's like all the spin-offs, the Tetris games, and the Mario Kart games, the tennis games with Sonic, and you know all the Paper Mario games and all that stuff. And it was amazing, that journey going back through all that again. And out of all those games.
He's the one character that's been in the most video games.
My favorite was Mario Bros. 3 for the.
Yeah, that's my favorite Mario
NES.
Bros.
That was an amazing game. I remember that so much when I was a kid.
The one that really picked up for me when I really started discovering Mario and appreciating Mario was Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's a damn good game too.
Like the RPG of the Marios.
No, that'd be Paper Mario or Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, that's right. You're right, Justin. I remember watching this yesterday. It's fresh in my mind. So, yeah, go on. Sorry, James.
I was just going to say, so do people think when Mario Odyssey comes out that people are going to be praising that more than they did Zelda Breath of the Wild?
I don't think so. I think
looking...
Zelda Breath of the Wild is the game to beat, and it's going to be a while. I don't even think Mario could surpass it.
I don't know. We'll see. I have a reservation on it, and I can't wait to pick it up this week.
See, my only problem with that, like with Zelda, was It looked amazing for a Zelda game, but I remember watching all all the treehouse events that they did, where they go and there's a socially awkward Japanese guy who's sitting on a stool with a translator next to him, and an equally socially awkward Western guy who they ain't got a fucking clue what each other's saying. That translator could just be like, "Oh yeah, he thinks you're very good looking, mister. He'd like to take you out after this." Like, what? Like, I was watching all those treehouse events, and they were saying, "Oh, this is brilliant! Like, such a step forward for a Zelda game." But they were like, "You can hit apples off a tree and collect the apples." How? I don't know. Am I missing something?
Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit.
Because I know, Justin, you're going to smack me around with that. What am I missing with Zelda at the moment?
I just like the freedom of it, but it's not my favorite Zelda game. So
I thought it was.
No, my favorite Zelda game is A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo.
I couldn't add to this. I've never played Zelda, never played Pokemon.
I hate Pokemon, and that's from a Nintendo fanboy.
Yeah,
I can't.
I've watched the cartoons and stuff.
Yes.
I watched the movies, but I've never played Pokemon.
Oh,
Well,
then
you've done more than I have.
You've never done Pokemon, right, dude? It's all about the games.
Yeah, I fucked Charizard right in his mouth.
He's a fire Pokemon, so you'd probably lose your dick in the process.
Oh, mate, he gets it just to the right temperature, trust me. So Garrett, what have you been up to today? You've been doing lots of work, having a bit of fun.
Yeah, work has basically been my life. It's been work, and then trying to set aside to have at least something decent to talk about in our podcasts, and then trying to get them out on a timely basis.
Yeah.
I did a brief period of time when I tried to have a social life, and
You can't produce a podcast and have a social life.
Oh,
Why did you even try?
You can't.
Especially with our speeds over here. Like, upload speed of like 0.36 kilobytes per minute.
It takes me about 2 hours to upload one of our hour-long videos to YouTube.
Try living with 7, and then you know how we feel.
Yeah, I spend almost $100 a month on my internet, and I have, so it sucks because there was a brief period of time in which I had a fiber optic internet connection in my life, and then I lost it. And when I had that, it was 75 meg up and down. So an hour-long upload or an hour-long video to upload to YouTube take like 15 minutes.
See, we can only dream of stuff like that.
And now I have cable, and I got 150 megabyte download, but I have a 12 megabyte upload.
Yeah, I think
which is,
in realistic numbers, I think we get about 3 upload.
Oh,
that's no joke.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, between that, work all my life being spent in work has finally paid off because they've recently promoted me.
Yes, so, congratulations. That's what I want to say. Well done, Mr. Engineer. Well done.
Yep. I got my engineering title without my engineering degree.
It's one way to do it.
Yeah, considering what you've been through, though, mate, that's an amazing achievement. So well done, you.
Thank
you. Really chuffed for you. Right. So what do we want to? James, what have you been up to this week? I forgot.
Well, kind of what I've just been going on about, playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Managed to complete that finally, being dragged out the house while trying to watch the ending credits and epilogue scene, whatever you call it. I feel like this has turned into, doing the podcast long term has turned into an opportunity to reflect on myself and realize I get drunk way too much. Friday and Saturday. No, it wasn't yesterday. I had a day off because I couldn't stomach
that
alcohol.
Facebook Live you guys did was fucking hilarious.
Everyone was laughing at me. I was just kind of like, I got a camera and I'm drunk. Whoa.
That was at the zombie place. Right? Yeah, that was awesome.
The zombie place, and then it was the beer festival, wasn't it? Brilliant.
Yeah, so
Great night.
Friday
that was
night
one I was
consisted.
referencing to the beer festival one. That was hilarious.
So where did you go Friday then, James? Where did you go?
My living room. I went downstairs and sat on the sofa and drank 2 bottles of Jägermeister and 2 crates of cider.
Oh my
Holy
Between 4 of us.
By yourself?
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
By
fuck the world.
There's
I
no
want to
point to
die.
any of this, man. No,
I mean, yeah, 2 bottles of Jägermeister, that'll do it.
yeah, we had a couple of people around. We decided to get Jaeger bombs and cider and just chill, and it got messy. I'm not gonna lie, I might have ended up throwing up, which I haven't done since I left uni, like 50 years ago. So that was interesting, realizing what it feels like to go in the other way. Just no.
Can I
Too old
can I
for that
tell
shit
the
now.
can I tell the Tonka truck story?
You can tell.
This is a
Oh,
podcast.
go
There's
on.
no asking permission. There's just asking forgiveness.
This is involves his girlfriend though. That's the thing.
You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
You-
You'll say so. One of the first times I ever met James is he came round my house for New Year's Eve, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
And there was loads of us there. There's got to be at least 12 to 14 of us around my house having a few drinks and stuff. And towards the end of the night, we'd lost Gemma and James, his missus, and we were wondering where they'd gone. And it turns out that Gemma was being really sick. She was looking for somewhere to be sick, and she found a big giant Tonka dumper truck toy, and she was sick all inside the tray of the dumper truck. It was amazing.
There was just this kid's toy driving around with a fucking bucket full of vomit, just like.
Oh my god.
Oh, so yeah, they were trying. The reason why we lost them is because they were quietly trying to clean this up without being caught. Well, obviously, we found
So
them.
was it your Tonka truck?
Oh, God.
Oh no, it wasn't. But yeah, that was quite a funny story. That's good way to meet someone, I suppose. But yeah, ever since then, me and Jimmy have been tight, man. So yeah,
I'm starting to wonder if Tonka truck is a euphemism of some sort.
It's not that kind of show, man.
It's quickly becoming.
Oh, we'll
one.
make it that kind of show.
You put your pussy away. I've already seen it once tonight. So yeah, I mean, and then you drank again Saturday night?
No, I've just realised we went out Saturday night, but I couldn't stomach anything. So last night I was just on the coke. And the heroin.
The methamphetamine.
I was thinking, how do I phrase this and leave it open? You know what? Just stop talking.
You have a funny way of doing that. You did that last week with the Harvey Weinstein thing. What was it you said?
Oh, I can't remember.
I can't remember, but oh god, the more you try, the harder you fall.
I was trying to figure out how I could phrase a way of it being a viable thing for Hollywood to sell sex or something like that. But with everything that was going on, I was just like, I need to be careful, and I just gave up and thought, fuck it.
And as you may have seen, this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I've been at the prison again, doing the it's called Sanctum actually, and it's a run done by a production company where people pay on the gate and they get immersed into this storyline of this. 20 years ago, the prison was hit with a virus that killed the population. They managed to fight back the virus, and now there's like there's a colony of people living there, and they've got to go around and do lots of little mazes and get scared. And I've been doing that all week. It's such an amazing thing to be part of. So
Yeah, I've seen your makeup. It's really awesome.
Tucson here
yeah,
has something similar. We have the slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse, yeah.
And they recently started the last couple of years doing a thing where you can go in and they give you an airsoft gun. I don't know if
Oh, wow.
you guys are familiar with what an airsoft
yeah.
gun
We
is.
like we have airsoft.
And
Wow.
they give you an airsoft gun and you got to go around shooting zombies.
Well, I'm fucking glad they don't have airsoft in Shrewsbury. Oh, that would hurt every week. It's bad enough with the bows and arrows. We have bows and arrows with the foam tips. Like that's quite cool.
Okay.
They just hit with a FUD, they don't really hurt. But zombie.
It'd be funny if it was like the sticky ones that you have to lick before you put them in. It's like a shitty plastic kids one.
Yeah, I'd probably try and. Oh no, that'd be a bastard for the makeup. Actually, it'll run down your face. Shrewsbury Prison is world famous. It's one of the most haunted places on the planet. Never mind.
Well, yeah, it's overrun with fucking zombies as well.
I mean, originally it was built over a medieval prison, and it was just a place of pure just horror before that, And
when was it built?
The original prison was built in about 1200.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, and they built another prison in it in the 1700s, and then they've just adapted it, and it's just it only closed around 4 years ago.
Oh shit!
And the last execution in the UK was actually carried out there in 1961. And
you guys don't execute people anymore?
Oh no, we don't execute anymore.
Yeah, you have to realize the U.S. is one of the only civilized countries that still incorporate capital punishment.
Did you just say civilized? My bad. Yeah, 1961. There was a guy that was executed, but I stupidly did a read up yesterday on reading about all the people that have been executed there just before I went there, because that's a great thing to do, isn't it? And then I found myself
just this zombie running around going, I'm so scared.
I stupidly C Wing is death row. That's where they were held, as well as women and children back in the day when you'd have to have your children in prison with you. And I was sat on the staircase. What? Yeah, back in the day,
just drop that off onto the sidewalk, and don't even let us.
Yeah, they'd have to.
I mean, we've never even fucking made our children. I mean, that's how you produce Bane.
That is it. Yeah. So yeah, I was sat there in the dark on my own.
Adopted capital punishment. I was born in it.
You merely adopted Zelda.
Sorry, I keep interrupting your flow just with random comments.
It's fine. But all I was saying is I read up about the executions in this prison, and then found myself sat on C block with the lights completely off, no lights. Sat there on my own on the staircase, which was probably the last staircase lots of people walked up before they died, because the hanging room was just behind me.
Empty.
And if you go upstairs and through the doors, the noose is still hanging from the ceiling that they used to use.
Why did you come prepared?
So, yeah.
Sorry, Garrett's going off on a tangent.
No, Justin's going off on a tangent. He wants juice, and I'm empty, and he's empty, and now he's going to be fucking jonesing the whole time for the rest of the podcast because he no longer has vape juice.
Well, I can do some clever, super skilled editing. Want me to?
If you want to go and get a juice.
Opportune moment.
Just leave it in there.
You should just leave it in there. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. This is life, man. We showed how it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to anyway. So, and I'm going to keep all of this in there as well. So, I think that recording only started kicking back in at the word puss, so you might want to re-explain yourself there.
He's a fucking asshole with his recordings. You don't know. You don't know. He keeps calling me gay.
Right, we interrupted you, Alex, and we apologize. And
no, don't be daft. It's fine. That's what it's all about. Are we recording again?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay, so we're back. We didn't even go anywhere because you wouldn't even know. Anyway, so yeah, I've just been doing the zombie thing all week. It's been amazing. I'm tired. I'm knackered. I'm aching. My throat's shot because I've been growling at people. And I spoke to one of the directors there, one of the main guys, Gary. He said that he's given us permission to next week do the show. So I want you. We're going to get you tickets. Free tickets, James. You can either go around by yourself or get you another one and go around with my wife.
I ain't going around by myself.
I'll try and get you someone to go around with you, and I'm going to record sort of behind the scenes. I'm going to talk to the people as they're putting the makeup on, what we do. I'm going to try and record me scaring the shit out of people, and you're going to go around the actual maze and do it and record what you've just been through and see what they'll let you record. So
we need to get our hands on a GoPro.
Prison, or are you just a certain section that the zombie shit is?
Mainly, well, you get to go through a lot of the prison. I mean, there's certain offices and things that are locked off, but no, you get to go through A block, which is the main wing. You get to go through C wing. There's loads of places you get to go to. In fact, you get to sit and drink in the mess hall there. That's it's all really authentic, you know. It's amazing. Like they use the flashbangs and smoke grenades, and they use the flashing lights and smoke machines. It really does. Honestly, I've had people crying. We've had people in the fetal position on the floor. And
fuck you, Garret.
As I'm saying this, Garrett's holding up a picture of Nick from Big Mouth, which is, of course, is Jimmy.
Jesus Christ. If I'd have known I was going to get bullied, I wouldn't have even joined.
It's all right. We went from Offspring to Big Mouth. It's fine. We'll find something to go on. But so yeah. Anyway, that was my week. So yeah, that's that. Where do you guys want to go now? What do you want to do? You want to talk movies? Do you want to talk games? Do you guys? What do you want to do?
I want to go home and stop getting bullied.
One of the favorite things that Justin likes to talk about is movies.
That's a lie.
And I have to say, 2049 is one of the best movies of this year.
I know why you're saying this, because I
don't give a fuck what you think.
You've seen my comments. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Garrett. But it's not going to
the original one, Alex.
Oh yeah, I loved it. And I've
never
seen
on this one.
I've never seen Blade Runner, not once. Never.
Oh, neither have I. Okay, cool.
I started watching it when I was drunk once, a few years ago. Lost interest very, very quickly. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't really grab me. Yeah. What about you, James? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. I'm in the same boat as you on this one. I've not seen the original, but it's one of those
You're
films
outnumbered here, Garrett.
What the fuck is going on here?
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
You're the Babylon 5 fan in a Star Trek room. That's what you are. I'm sure it's good though. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like I need to be in the right mindset to watch it, and I will get around to watching it eventually. I just haven't had the fucking time. There's so many things I'm missing at the cinema right now, and it's because I do my job, and then the other end of the week I'm doing the shit at the prison. Do you know what I mean? So I've had no time to do anything. Take a shit.
How many hours are you working a week?
Well, my normal job is 39, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday I'm at the prison sort of 5:30 till midnight. So you know, quite a fair few.
Yeah.
I know you work more than me. You work more than I do.
I work 80 hours a week. So that's why I'm so dead all the time.
Yeah. Stop measuring your fucking work schedule, dick.
So what have you guys been catching this week? Did you guys get to see the Black Panther trailer at all? Did you watch that yet?
I watched it last night, and it looks like a blaxploitation movie. I mean, you look at the late 70s, early 80s blaxploitation movies, and that's exactly what they're trying to pull off with the trailer. It looks like it's like the Shaft of the Marvel universe.
Can you imagine if Black Panther just rocked up and they were like, "Boing,
that's one bad mother. Shut your mouth."
It's Black Panther. I wasn't blown away by it. I mean, I don't know about all the blaxploitation thing. I mean, I think it's just set in Africa. I think it's just, you know what I mean? Like,
that's racist.
It's not. Like it's just set in Africa, so there's lots of black people about. I mean, that's how it is. Like, I mean, oh, jeez. It's It's one of those things you can't escape, isn't it? It's not even an unfortunate thing. It's good.
That's what they get for making an all-black movie.
Is it all black?
It's all black.
Yeah, I think so.
No, you got
except for Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis
is like the only white guy.
What is he in that?
He plays some one-armed bandit.
Yeah, he put a really soft, well lubed up prosthetic so he can jack it really nicely. He's got loads of attachments for different moods for different nights.
It's the whole reason why the Black Panther's all moody.
Yeah, I want one of them. It doesn't look very good to me. I just think it looks a bit too far-fetched. I don't know.
I didn't really care for him in Civil War either. So
if he's got this secret city with all this technology and stuff, why is he running around in a fucking suit? Why has he not got a spaceship and fucking loads of... Do you know what I mean? Space age weapons and
but
stuff.
They do
why
have
is
space age weapons.
Yeah,
the black
they
suit
do.
is space age weaponry. I mean,
I don't know. I've done enough.
Your argument is null and void.
I don't know
Exactly.
shit about the Black Panther, so this is all news.
Yeah, I'm with you, Justin. Yeah, I don't really know a lot, so...
So Black Panther's
help
suit
it.
is like he presses a button and it like morphs around him, like he's a Power Ranger,
Jesus.
basically.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about Marvel, so.
So
We're talking Marvel to a DC guy.
And he's got little tiny Boombas as well. So
He's got tiny boobs? What'd you say?
Boombas.
Yeah, him and Jar Jar Binks are going to be teaming up, throwing up those little blue balls.
Is that Boombas? You got the Boombas? So what?
Means that's the only gang around here.
So what's Black Panther's power then? He can look really fierce really quickly. So 1 minute he'd be like strutting it down a catwalk.
Black guy.
Walking down.
That's his special power.
And then
he's a rich black guy.
He's basically Bruce Wayne and Captain America in Marvel.
Kind of mixed together.
Yeah, he's like
So he has
Captain America,
superhuman
but with
strength
a
like Captain America?
yeah.
You do? Oh, okay.
And he's
I just thought
got
it was all for the
the what's it called?
This is a
Vibranium. He's got
podcast,
vibranium claws, and
Nod.
he's just a badass, basically.
He is wicked, but I just found him in the Civil War. I just found him an emo bitch. I know he just lost his dad. We talked about this in the podcast. I know he just lost his dad. But he's just
Stop being an emo bitch.
Just stop. Wow, he's just miserable, you know? It's like, I love comic books and I love these movies, but just like with the Punisher, right? That first teaser for the Punisher, all it had was him beating the shit out of the ground with a sledgehammer. Oh, fuck off. Like, we've seen that before. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It might be good.
Are you bitching on the Punisher?
I don't think it's going to be very good.
Oh my God, I can't wait for that.
I can't.
I hope it's good. I loved all the only one I didn't really get on with was Iron Fist let me down because he's a bit of a dumbass.
He's just he's a douchebag. Iron Fist is a fucking douchebag.
Fucking
Yeah,
thick and
Iron Fist was a little bit. I like the series as a whole, but him as a character was like, he was just. You could get away with calling him an emo bitch all the time because he was like, just get a grip. Your fist is made out of dragon testicles or whatever the fuck is in his fist. Like, be happier about it.
it's like, you know, he's after is it the hand? No, the hand, yeah, because the foot is turtles, isn't it? The hand.
Yeah.
I always get them mixed up. Anyway, they're like his business is full of them. So he walks into the conference room. I'm gonna kill you all. Like, that's the thickest thing I've ever seen a superhero do. What? So you're going to fight every single one of them, plus the security staff, plus everyone else that's around them, are you? Plus the whole, you know what I mean? He's an idiot, like, you know.
And he has a refractory period with his fist. So it's like he gets a couple of punches out and then he has to recuperate.
Yeah,
let
that's
it build
it.
up again.
And he's, I don't know. And then Luke Cage just ruined it. That second half of that series just sent me to sleep. There were 4 episodes of nothing, literally nothing.
Yeah, which sucks because Luke Cage started off strong, but I hated the second half of that series.
Yeah, I think I know they recast the villain, but I thought Cottonmouth would have been such an amazing villain for him to go against finally, and then he gets pushed off a fucking balcony by
Oprah.
What?
He gets pushed off the balcony basically by Oprah. You just I watched that whole series without thinking. You get pushed off a balcony. You get pushed off a balcony. You all get pushed off balconies.
I'm surprised you guys know who Oprah is. I thought she was pretty much just a.
No, we know who Oprah is.
She's very rich and very powerful, isn't she, over there now? Because she's all the.
You know, they live across the sea, not in the past.
So yeah,
You know, they're talking about prisons that are from the 1200s.
Yeah, that's true. That's before America was ever here.
yeah, and you should Google Shrewsbury Prison. Honestly, it's really famous. I'm just saying. So you think Black Panther's going to be good then? You're looking forward to it?
No. I think it's going to be dim. It's definitely going to be one of those Marvel movies that I only watch, you know, after it shows up on Netflix. Although with the latest thing between Disney and Netflix, it looks like we won't even get Marvel movies on Netflix come.
Yeah, we should talk about that
next
in a
year.
bit.
So I'm just going to put it out there.
Shit.
I think you're all full of shit, and I thought it had like probably one of the highest production qualities for not a mainline hero out of all of the films so far. And I remember seeing Ant-Man and thinking,
Spider-Man.
no one's going to care about Ant-Man, and like people loved it. It was one of the better films. Like I didn't personally think that, but just general like people's takeaway from it. I think Black Panther's going to be awesome. I reckon it's going to surprise a lot of people. It's going to have attitude.
So far, in my opinion, I mean, Spider-Man Homecoming is by far the best.
That's a 7.
No, I disagree. I say Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 blows everything out the water. I like Captain America too. But out of those Marvel films, I don't know what it is about that first Iron Man movie. I just love the whole build-up, you know.
I hear that. I mean, and we wouldn't have the Marvel Cinematic Universe if it wasn't for the first Iron Man movie and the fact that they did do such a good job on it. But I mean, as a whole, it's as I look at them now, it's just Spider-Man Homecoming by far. It has the most compelling story. It had the best villain. It had the best. I love the character dynamics of a young, you know, high school age Peter Parker. I've never wanted to fuck Aunt May before, and I really want to fuck Aunt May now. I want to shoot my spider web all over her face, neck, and chest.
Yeah.
Isn't that what's sad when you get to?
I'll let her fucking snowball me.
I mean, did you see that scene where she's like stood up and he's bent down, Peter Parker, and she grabs him by the chin and she lifts him up, and he's like belly height, and she's staring at him. And I was thinking, whoa, what's going on here? Spider-Man's going to take a very strange twist now. It's just a bit inappropriate. I like.
You guys ever watch that family therapy porn on? You can typically find it on like Xhamster or Pornhub or something like that, where it's, you know, reenactments of brothers and stepbrothers and stepfathers, fucking stepdaughters and stepsisters.
I bet they've made a fucking what's it name, an Aunt May and Spider-Man one. They have to have.
Oh, I'm sure.
Fucking nut to that all day long.
That masturbation is work of the devil.
Well, I'll see you in hell then.
No, I have seen that. Yeah, I've seen it about. It's not really my thing, but yeah, I browse past it.
Yeah,
sure,
browse
sure,
past
it's
it.
not your thing.
Hey,
I see you blushing.
If it's that Aunt May with, I get an older Peter Parker, not
Or Tony Stark.
Yeah. Anyway, so what about Thor? You guys looking forward to that? I can't wait for Thor.
I mean, I don't really even watch. As much as I love Spider-Man and look forward to it, I didn't even see it in theaters. The last Marvel Cinematic Universe movie that I saw in theaters was Age of Ultron.
Wow.
I pretty much gave up on watching them in theaters. I will watch all the new DC movies in theaters, but for Marvel, it just, I don't.
Dave. No, I appreciate that. I think this movie. I mean, I've been tracking this. I've been watching all the news and stuff. about it, and it looks like it's going to do really fucking well money. That's what it says on the geek
guaranteed to.
anyway.
What do you think is going to make more?
Are you vaping, Justin? I didn't know you're vaping.
Yeah, I vape.
Yeah, he's vaping. He's just out of juice, so he has to use mine.
Oh, so when you said juice earlier, I thought you meant like beer.
No.
Yeah. So Thor, what do you think, James?
What do you guys think is going to make more? Thor, Ragnarok, or Justice League?
I hope it's going to be better than Dark. Was it Dark World or
Dark
yeah,
World wasn't
terrible.
great. It was not great at all.
No.
But I think on this one, the fact that they've kind of lumped it all together with the World War Hulk storyline, like they've kind of shoehorned it in. Like if you've read the comics, there you're gonna know all the bits and bobs and all the characters and certain storylines and things like that. Even though it's not gonna be Hulk's own story, I'm kind of more excited for this to be a World War Hulk film with Thor in it than the other way around.
Yeah, the Hulk looks pretty sweet in the trailer that I saw.
Yeah.
I just love that Jeff Goldblum's in it.
Yeah.
Being Jeff Goldblum. Just
Yeah.
he never
Must
plays
go
any other
faster. Must go
character.
I love Jeff Goldblum in anything.
You can't not like Jeff Goldblum, can you? Really, unless he's in Species, then he's kind of like, oh, Carl, that film sucked.
I loved the original Species, but I saw it when I was going through puberty, so
It was a long
Species was like the first porn that I ever watched. Species and Species 2.
I never saw the second one.
The Species 2 is much more of just, alien porn.
Yeah, I agree.
There's
I saw him not long ago, and there's tits and ass everywhere. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I am. I mean, I'm one of these guys that I know I talk a lot about Batman. I like DC, but I do like both Marvel and DC. So I think we're going to be lucky to have both these films, Justice League and Thor, so close to each other. And to answer your question, James, I honestly think that Justice League is going to get sabotaged again, just like BVS was. Like they released like 9% review ratings and stuff just before it was released properly.
Yeah.
And that turned people off BVS straight away, and it's unjustifiable. I know we disagree on it, but
Do you know why? It's because it was a shit film.
It was not a shit film. It was a fucking awesome film.
It was brilliant. It was good.
Martha.
I liked it.
The Martha bit I can agree with, yeah, but the rest of the film was fun. And Lex Luthor. They're the two things I didn't really get out of those films.
There was
I
some good
hated
bits in
Lex
it.
Luthor
I
in Batman versus
Lex
Superman.
Luthor and Batman v Superman.
Nah, he was such a whiny bitch.
He should have been
The
Joker.
red capes are coming. The red capes are coming. It was just, Joker. You're right, James. He should have been Joker. Like, it would have been great.
I think he'd make a good Joker, actually.
Could you imagine? The fans? And the new Joker is Jesse Eisenberg. Fuck you.
Lex Joker.
Yeah, I do think that if Justice League is going to make less than Thor, it would be down to like that sort of thing, that sort of sabotage. But like, I've heard some really good things. That there's a lot of lucky people that have got to view it already, and the reviews are really, really good.
Good. They need a couple of strong ones. Like they need to come off the back of Wonder Woman straight into this, rather than going downhill again and then be like, oh, they've released another good one.
Yeah.
They kind of need, and I think deserve, a bit of a break, and for things to just finally click for them.
Yeah, and I think they need to kind of speed up their processes a bit as well, because once this drops, I mean, what have you got now? That's it now for a bit. Aquaman, I think's next, and that's
Aquaman should be next.
Fucking awesome.
Oh, Aquaman looks amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Jason Momoa can honestly, I'd let him do anything to me, and I'm straight. You know what I mean?
Just so long as he nibbles on your neck while he's doing it.
But do you know how I know it's going to be awesome? Just from that clip in the trailer from Justice League, where the way he moves in the water and his hair, the way it looks fantastic. Like that's the only CGI I think out of the movie out of Justice League that doesn't look out of place. I think Cyborg looks like shit.
Yeah, he looks like too much CG.
Yeah, he looks a bit strange for me. Cyborg, that's a bit of a worry.
And I'm not a big fan of the Flash uniform.
No, thank you.
I think there's a reason for it.
Injury.
I think there's a reason for it, though. I think he's a very young Flash that's coming to terms with his powers, and as you see from the comic books and things, his suit, it evolves with him. He kind of adds bits to it, takes bits off. So I think they wanted it to look like a prototype sort of young Flash suit, something he's just thrown together. Do you know what I mean?
It looks like something a child would make.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely some overcompensation that he's going for with that outfit.
I do think it looks better than the CW Flash, though, and I love the Flash from the CW. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, me too.
My biggest issue with the CW Flash is it makes him look like he has a huge fucking head, like an irregularly shaped head.
Maybe the actor has a huge head.
But if you look closely at the suit, it just looks like they've got a leather jacket and some leather pants, and they've just sewn them together. It does. I mean, cosplay can make better suits than that. Like, it does. It looks very similar to that. And I just want like my Flash to look like Flash from the comic books. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
The Flash. I've got a fair few Flash comic books. It's one of my favorite comics to sit and read because it moves differently. Like I can sit and read Batman, and you can take your time, and it's calculated, and it builds up tension where it needs to. Whereas Flash is just manic. It's so fast. It moves almost as fast as he does. It's really good. So I'd like them to justify the good work they put in on the comic book. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. So do you think Superman's going to be at the end of Justice League?
I reckon he's going to be in about the first 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, I think they're going to.
Yeah, I reckon he's going to. Oh, I say that because
I'm going to say the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm in two minds whether he's going to be in it for a lot more than people expect. And they're just like, oh, right, so you've built it up for all this kind of, oh, Superman's back kind of thing. But yeah, think about it. They probably need to use him in the last 5, don't they? And he just turns up and just destroys whoever, whatever's going on.
I'm guessing that scene with Alfred, where he goes, "Oh, I thought you'd never come." I think he's having a whiskey at the end of times because they're getting their ass kicked, and then Superman comes and adds that extra person to their team, and he's going to help them. And they're on about Green Lantern making a cameo, but I think he's going to be in a cutscene.
Yeah, possibly at the end.
Yeah.
Why isn't Green Lantern in it? Like, why? In terms of, yeah, he might be the same way as Superman might be, but why isn't he just in it?
Because the Green Lantern is a very busy boy. He doesn't just look after Earth. He looks after that whole universe quadrant.
Well, tell him to get a grip. Fucking DC have done all the scheduling for it. He should have fucking freed himself up, the selfish bastard.
Because if you've ever watched, is it Justice League War? Justice League War. It was amazing, animated comic book movie, and you've got Green Lantern. It's Batman. He's chasing some parademons through Gotham, and Green Lantern intervenes. And he grabs one and catches it in a bubble, and he's flying alongside while Batman's swinging along. And he's going, "Hey, man, this is my universe quadrant." And he goes, "Gotham's mine." It's so good. So you got the Green Lantern.
I was going to say it's probably the reason why Green Lantern's not in here. And this is going to be just a long, overdrawn build up to a really bad joke. So disclaimer. But
shall I stop recording and record a new bit now? Okay, wait there.
You reckon? Are you going?
Genuine edit.
Lantern out there,
Genuine edit.
He's got this little fucking alert system, and the other Green Lanterns and the Green Lantern Corps is like, why aren't you fucking listening to the Earth alert? And he's like, well, I never fucking willingly answer a call to adventure.
Okay, so did you guys hear what Marvel have done with Punisher in regards to the Justice League?
The Justice League?
They've put him in the Justice League?
That'd be brilliant. No, they've released the new Punisher series on the 17th of November, which is the launch day for Justice League movie, which I thought it's a bit shit. It's a bit. I mean, it's not going to affect the sales, but it's definitely a move.
It's definitely a jab.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, and I just thought it's a bit petty. Like, it's just giving the fanboys more reason to laugh and joke and make fun.
Well, I'm just, I'm gonna go and watch Batman versus Superman in theaters that day, and then come home.
Batman versus Superman.
I don't think you will.
Which cinema are you going to?
He's gonna hop in his time machine.
Our cheap theaters really go back. Now I'll jump in. I'll go see Justice League, and then when I get home, I'll just fucking binge watch Punisher.
Yeah,
You're talking about the new comic, right? Or are they actually releasing the series on Netflix that day?
the series on Netflix. I suppose that's a good one way of doing it. I suppose. I mean, I'm not going to see it on launch day anyway. I'll give it a couple of days to calm down. But I'll need to see it that week to avoid spoilers because you know what the geek sphere is like.
Yeah, it's not going to take long. Is it?
Have you guys gotten your episode 8 tickets yet?
No, not yet.
No, we got lots of cinemas. It's not like we have a cinema a town. You can go if I don't get one in Shrewsbury, I can just drive to Telford where they've got 2 cinemas and there'll always be tickets free.
Yeah, so. Episode 7 wasn't though, because we've got 2 within like about a 5-minute walking distance from us, and both of them for that first couple of days, you didn't get them. They were pretty much, you had like shit seats, like front right hand corner or something. I'll be doing the same as I did last time though.
Does your theaters do reserved seats?
Seating.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Chewy, you can just take 2 minutes, just deep breath, and try it again. Do they what?
Reserve seat?
Does your theaters do reserve seating?
Yes, one does and one doesn't.
Okay.
The reserve seating one is a lot better. So it's newer, cleaner. People actually obey where they're supposed to sit, so you don't have dickheads to like getting halfway down the aisle and go, "Oh, you sat in my seat," and then like they look around and it's a completely empty cinema. And it's just like, just sit 2 rows in front, bitch. You don't get any of that. But yeah.
We got like a really nice. Actually, do you know what? Because you got Cineworld that you're talking about, but the Odeon, which is an older cinema, has got like a VIP section where you get like leather recliner chairs, and you got spinny tables. You get poles and lap dancers.
Nice.
You get free hash on your way in. No, there's a
Or
job policy.
surprise us.
You have to be a member to. You have to have a subscription to get the blowjobs, but you get the free. You get a free joint on your way in. You get lap dancers, and you get a spinny table.
It sounds like you're describing Mos Eisley. Somewhere in Telford around here, there's a bar in a cinema where you walk in, it's like
oh god, the greatest scum in the galaxy.
Yeah, I got me and Justin tickets to go see it on the 15th. So
Wicked.
typically in the US, if a movie releases on the 15th, you'll actually they'll have showings the night of the 14th.
Yeah.
But since that whole for a long time though, they had stopped doing midnight showings of movies because of that whole thing during the Dark Knight.
Yeah, where that guy shot up everybody in the theaters.
Oh, that was terrible. That was fucking awful.
Welcome to America.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we've got our tickets to go see it on the night of. I think we're gonna go see the 7:00 showing on
7:30.
7:30
in IMAX or 3D or.
It's the brand of cinemas that we're going to's version of IMAX.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's called XD, Cinema XD.
I think I'd like to see it in IMAX because I think it makes a difference sometimes. I mean, the first 3D movie that I ever watched was Avatar, and I watched that in IMAX, and it blew my mind. Honestly, I'll never. That's probably still the best 3D movie I've ever seen, just because of how in awe I was of it. You know, it was beautiful.
Yeah, there's certain films like there's no excuse not to go like the biggest screen and like jet engine speakers. We were hashing it out on last episode whether like all the conspiracy theories and stuff around Star Wars, because basically you type Star Wars into YouTube and there's about 20 channels that come up with the latest Star Wars conspiracy for this, that and the other. What do you think is going to happen both with Rey and Kylo and also with Snoke? So kind of like 2-part question. Do you think Snoke's going to be anyone that we know? And do you think Ray or Kylo are gonna sort of swap with swap which side like light and dark they are, or how do you think that's all gonna play out?
That for $1.
I hope Snoke is somebody we know, like
He's not going to be Palpatine.
or not Sidious. Sorry, what's
He's not going to be Darth Maul. Oh, you think he's going to be Darth Plagueis?
yes, Plagueis.
Yeah, they talk about him, don't they?
Yeah.
I'd like it to be Palpatine. I think it's going to be Palpatine because you don't actually see him die. He falls down a very big hole, which Darth Maul did, and Darth Maul survived.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But then why did Palpatine wait up?
And why didn't they get Ian McDermott to reprise his role?
I don't know. He could.
Circus, and then a completely different modeled character, like
It could be. What's his name? Mace Windu. But he's burned that badly. He ain't black no more. I don't know.
he got the black burned right out of him.
But did you not think that I had a good thing? I was onto a good point when I said that Snoke recognizes that Rey's got more power, so he kind of drops Kylo Ren and wants to train her instead.
Yeah, I agree with
could
that.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that could be like the actual
Kylo's a little
main
Rey's
hook of
way
the
more
film.
powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kylo's trying too hard.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he's that bad. I think he's doing these horrible things to try and be bad, but I think he's actually got a kind heart. That's
and it's killing him inside.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, Kylo Ren to me is the kind of person that turns up to a goth party with tattoo sleeves. Just, just like full on tattoo sleeves, where it's just like, dude, go home and do your homework. Seriously.
He's Howard at the Big Bang Theory.
Yes! Howard and Raj. Oh.
I don't know why people give that show so much shit. I love the Big Bang Theory. It gets so much real bad shit.
I love it.
But I think it's
I got into it so much. I own the first 7 seasons on Blu-ray.
yeah.
But every time I watch it, it just brings up memories of me and my ex-wife.
Oh dear.
And we used to watch it together, so it's like I can't watch it.
I think you need to watch it more. It sounds daft. We go, welcome to Thors-Kin therapy. Like when you have a song or like a
Thors-Kin therapy, reword that, mate.
Just pull it back. No,
And rub the tip.
I feel like if you have a connection, as something that connects you to like music or a film or something like that, you need to watch it more because it kind of it makes you stronger. If that makes sense. So
Yeah.
enjoy.
I hear you.
Now you need to go on a Big Bang Theory marathon. You're welcome.
It'll be $75.
Yeah, that's it. Now you're
Thanks, Dr. L.
And
Or
that
should
was
I say 75 quid?
75 quid, mate. Yeah, thanks. Did you guys watch anything of Inhumans? Did you actually get to watch any of that?
No, I did my best to stay away from that bullshit.
Yeah. No interest.
Well done.
Yeah,
No interest
Well done.
whatsoever.
Apart-
We're gonna squash that right now.
Yeah, it's not doing very well. They don't think they're gonna make it through the season. Like it's one of Marvel's
All right,
worst.
you need to stop moving, dude. Every time you move, you buzz.
What is wrong with me? Why is it doing it? Is it still doing it?
Sounds like
Yeah.
farts. It sounds like little farts.
Okay. I'm sitting so fucking still right now. I don't know what's wrong.
Is someone actually doing fart noises now, though? That's the thing. Yes, you are.
All right, let's go back into it.
Right, where are we? What should we move on to? Because we have literally just gone round and round and round in fucking chaos at the moment.
We haven't even
We need
gotten to
direction.
qualify
We need
yet.
direction.
Should we do our dickheads of the week? What do you
I'd
reckon?
love to.
Yeah, let's go. Shall we invite you guys into? Do you want to kick off the dickheads of the weeks? Either one of you two?
Yes.
I'll let
Oldest,
him go.
oldest first, yeah. Go on.
Okay. Am I the oldest one here?
Yeah, I guess
You're
so.
the one that's 40.
I'm not 40. I'm 36, dude.
Yeah, you're definitely the oldest. Just get on with it, dude.
Okay. All right. Okay, so my
he's 37
dickhead of
already
the
now.
week
Come
is,
on.
Is EA getting rid of Byte?
Fuck you.
Oh, was that yours?
Yeah. We should have talked.
Okay,
Garrett,
that made,
get on Google
Dead
quick.
Space. What was the name of that company?
Visceral.
The people that made Dead Space?
Garrett's
Visceral.
dickhead of the week is
Visceral.
going to be Justin. So EA getting rid of what? Sorry, Justin. Carry on.
Visceral Games. The people that made Dead Space?
Oh yes, I heard about this. The Star Wars game, right?
Yeah, they're just adding to their graveyard.
Oh,
The
wow.
EA, that's what they do.
They're not killing the Star Wars game. They're just going to make it into some microtransaction bloated pieces of shit.
And they're
game.
also taking Amy Henning off the project. She was the one that was the writer for it. She wrote all the Uncharted.
Why would you take Amy Henning off that project?
Because EA's a dickhead.
You know that bit at this point, right? I'll kind of defend it to a certain point, but I can still get a jab in at him. You know that scene in The Lion King where Simba and Mufasa are sat on Pride Rock, and he's like, "Everything where the light touches, that's our kingdom." And he's like, "What about where that shadowy grey area over there?" And he's just like, "That's all the fucking studios that EA closed down. Never go over there." Seriously, like, I don't get why. Surely they could have just kept them running.
You would think so. What I'm worried about is BioWare, because Mass Effect Andromeda did so bad. I think they'll have one more chance, and EA wouldn't be shy about closing them down.
And that would be a sad day indeed if they fucking closed down BioWare.
They'd be stupid too.
Yeah, you would think, but it's EA.
The thing is, Andromeda was their B team. It wasn't the main guys. So if they then take the performance from that, and I'm playing through it at the moment. I just picked it up free with EA Access, so I'm just getting into it at the moment. Late, I know, but there's nothing wrong with it. It just got loads of hate because it had some like twitchy facial animations.
Yeah, from what I've played of it, it's really good.
Ah, I got it.
You got one.
Sorry.
What are you on about, dickhead of the week or that? Whatever. What was it? Your gnarly bugger.
Yeah, that
was my
massive monster he pulled out of his nostril.
Fucking gold nugget right there.
Nice. Welcome to Thors-Kin.
Keeping it classic.
So, why do you think they actually closed them down then? Do you think they weren't making the progress on it? Do you think it was the fact that they wanted to make it microtransaction riddled, or?
I think because EA doesn't want to focus on single player games right now. The climate with the video game industry is if you're multiplayer and you can push any kind of microtransactions, that's where you want to go.
See, EA
It's money. They're a business.
And EA is the studio for the bro gamers. And that's the market that they're trying to reach.
Yeah,
and bro gamers don't give a fuck about quality content in their games. They just want something that they can get in, hang around with their fucking douchebag friends, fucking blow people up, do something quick and easy. I feel like EA is trying to make the methamphetamines of the gaming industry. It's a quick, easy high.
That's a good way of putting it.
Is cheap to produce and makes them a lot of money.
Yeah.
And what they need is a really good, well curated, well funded, well, coddled and, taken care of nice high grade weed farm where they slowly develop a really good product and they take care of it and they nurture it and they've
never been that company, man.
No, they've never been that company. They want to make fucking Madden and they want to turn non-sports games into these Madden type FIFA games where you can get these fucking douchebag individuals that they're trying to pull into the gaming industry, which we don't fucking want in this industry at all.
Yeah, but the problem is the majority speaks and more people play those type of games.
It's not the majority. It's a loud minority.
It's not necessarily that though. It's as well because if you're the guy who makes those decisions and you have Titanfall 2 selling like shit, you then have Andromeda selling like shit.
Close to Battlefield 4.
It doesn't matter though. Regardless of the reason, if you have like a game that they're like, oh, big thing. We've now got single player, and then Andromeda, which is a single player only game, and you've got probably your two big single player ventures, if you will, kind of completely flopping. They're gonna sit there thinking, oh shit, we need some sort of possible return on investment on it. But I don't know how they should have just.
But I think Broget, you need those kind of games though. I mean, world famously, I mean, the whole world was talking about it. I spoke out badly about FIFA not long ago on a podcast, right? And I was saying, oh, it's just another production, like, you know, it's off a fucking conveyor belt of games. And I like a bit of FIFA. Like, I've taken a break after a couple of years because they were very samey. But I've just picked up FIFA 17 because I'm playing two games at the moment. I'm playing Witcher 3 and I'm playing FIFA. Now,
Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games, man.
Oh, it's bloody amazing. But when I just want to switch off, so last night when I came back from fucking zombieing around, I wanted to just like have a beer and play some football. Do you know what I mean? So they're kind of like
soccer.
Soccer, fuck you. Hey, right, okay. So American football, right?
Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go.
Right, it's not even a fucking ball, right? It's hand and occasional foot egg. All right,
it's hand egg.
It's hand egg. We actually kick the ball. Okay, they're a bunch of fairies that roll around on the floor, but that doesn't take away from the dynamics of the actual game. You Americans are dumb as fuck. Like, we kick the ball.
Hey, I agree with you. Don't put this on me.
and not just that, rugby is so much better than American football. Come on.
Do you know what I think they should do? Is they should have like an X Factor or a Country X Has Talent version style show of all these sports, where they just put all the sports together and just the last one standing wins. So all you'd have is a bunch of roided out American football players running around like fucking nurtured NFL athletes, just come and destroy people like Cristiano Ronaldo, who's just going to dive everywhere. And then you've only got one, and then that's the best sport. That's the only way forward. It's the only real answer.
Bunch of Canadians on skates on grass going, they don't work, eh? I can't move. Oh, okay. So EA is your dickheads of the week, Justin. And
yes,
that isn't the first time that they've shown up on here as well, so they're not getting a lot of rep at the moment from anyone. What about you, Garrett? Did you manage to find one, or were you too busy?
Do you want me to do mine? You can have a think. All right, then.
Because fucking Justin ruined everything.
Let's go back to you then, Garrett. Let's give you some time to Google if you've got time.
Do you want me to take it from here? Because mine sticks with the gaming theme.
Yeah, do it. And then
Cool.
Garrett can have a look around.
Yeah. So who here has ever heard of NeoGaf, the forum?
Me.
Cool.
Not me.
I didn't think you would. Okay, so NeoGaf is basically a huge gaming forum where you've got gamers, you've got developers, publishers, all of this kind of stuff, and it's just one giant forum site basically. The problem is it's been run by an individual and a bunch of what they call moderators that have had a hell of an agenda for quite a while, since the start of this generation. It was like called everything's, whatever product it is, there's always something that is cool for people to hate, and this gen basically that's been like the Xbox. And basically on this site you can go there and you can find pages after pages of toxic gay porn pictures of YouTubers posted there, or like Xbox centric YouTubers, of hate towards certain things and groups and businesses, all that kind of stuff, and pages of pages of pages of it. You get one post come up that it's like discussing the times where PSN goes down. It's just like, no, moderators come along and like get on top of it straight away. So what's happened is, with anything like that, if you kind of get like the same group of people churning over all the time, it gets worse and worse and worse, and it's turned into this cesspit of just fanboy drivel. It's just fucking toxic. Anyway, last night I was sat there watching this all go down live, and the person who runs it. At the start of the month, when all this shit with Hollywood was coming about, he was putting stuff up there saying, "Oh, you know, all this sexual harassment stuff, can't be doing that. No, that's bad." Turns out last night, all the moderators, a bunch of people, published full-on legal accusations against him, and this site just absolutely imploded. It was just one after one, all the moderators leaving, of just like, it's not going to associate with him anymore or anything like this. He was going to put out a statement and then never bothered. Like, he literally just took what he can from it and is just fucked off with whatever money he could generate. Literally, he is just turned out to be this complete fucking Gary Glitter sort of fucking horrible.
Whoa,
fucking,
that's a place to take it, Gary Glitter.
No, apparently this guy, I've only like managed to find out so much about what he was actually doing, but apparently like this guy just got butt naked, hopped in the shower with this girl, completely unconsented, just like, "Oh, I'm here now." Just like, you what? Just, you can't do that and expect shit like that not to come back. Just like, "I'm behind you." Just you can't do shit like that. So
I gotta play poker.
I just thought it was brilliant. Just like the fact that he'd called other people, everything that's been going on lately, he's been calling people out about it. And just when this guy has pushed such a toxic agenda for something that should be really people coming together, enjoying a hobby and an industry, like that has been a huge source of a lot of keyboard warriors and hatred. And
I think that's what's happened with the fanboy world, though, isn't it? I mean, I spout on about it all the fucking time. Like, why can't people just be happy? Like,
why can't people just go home and play their games and shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Rejoice in the fact that we've now got like an amazing generation of consoles that can do amazing things. Like, whether it's PlayStation or Xbox, if there's a slight improvement to an Xbox, you've still got a fucking PlayStation there to play on. Do you know what I mean? Which is still pretty fucking amazing compared to what we had back in the day. Do you know what I mean? So, like, people just find the most stupid things to whinge about. Porgs, for fuck's sake. Star Wars fans whinging, "Porgs have ruined Star Wars for me." Then fuck me, I'd hate to be your wife. Do you know what I mean?
I think we just live in a climate where it's easy to be negative. It's hard to be positive.
Yeah.
So...
And I was just watching this all go down last night thinking, good riddance, because, those people will probably find somewhere else. They'll set up a new forum. They'll do this, that, and the other. But if it can send a few toxic bricks down to hell with it, then it's just cleaned up a certain corner in the internet as far as I'm concerned. So
yeah, but it's the internet. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
So...
He's behind you.
Woo! I'm in the shower with you.
Listen, I'm struggling to get used to Reddit. I mean, I found out that Reddit is a great place to plug your podcast and stuff. Like, so I turned up there. Like,
I thought that was a porn site.
Did you?
There is a lot of porn on Reddit. That's so far the only reason I've ever been on Reddit is to look up porn.
Oh, I didn't know that. Where the fuck you finding that? But like, I started chatting about the podcast. It's like if you just type in "our podcast," it comes up with a podcast group. I suspect there's like 600,000 people following it. So I started just plugging the show, blah 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 blah. And some guy was like, "Can you not advertise your show on our group, please?" And I was just like, "Well, what the fuck are you here for then? What?"
Yeah, isn't that the purpose of that?
Yeah, so I'm still struggling with that. I want to get, to grips with it. I'm going to go on to my dickhead of the week, if that's all right. Have you found one yet, Garrett? Are you still looking?
Well, I'm looking on CNN, and the lead fucking .com is lawmaker says Trump's Benghazi.
Niger. It's the country, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Did you just drop the N-bomb by accident?
Yeah, he did.
I'm so glad I can edit this.
Newsflash,
right.
Trump's racist.
Let's all take a vote, because I'll do this. What farm animal noise shall I put over the top of that? Because that is not getting in the show.
A bunch of pigs or something.
I think you should do Chewy.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. There we go. Already got the sound effect.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the whole Trump thing? I mean, I've heard your podcast, and I know where you both politically stand. But I mean, as far as Trump is concerned, are you guys happy? Are you scared? Are you...
I'm not scared. I just think he's a fucking idiot.
I have to. I mean, I'll be honest. In the beginning, I was kind of looking forward to Trump becoming president, and this was back around the primary time.
Okay.
Just because I was so scared to death of Hillary becoming president.
I think you're right there. I think you've actually got the better of the two people, believe it or not. You were just dealt a bad hand.
Yeah, we were. It was a lose-lose situation.
We were screwed on either end we went.
But in the end, I mean, this motherfucker flipped a coin, and just luckily it landed on Hillary.
Yeah, that's right. And
I voted third party. This last election, and
I think he's going to cause problems for you guys, though. I really do think
he's already causing problems for us.
I think he'll get impeached before he does any serious damage. Either that or assassinated.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to be. So I think the only other president in my lifetime that has had an assassination attempt was Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan.
I think he'll be the first one, and hopefully the only one. But I think I think that's definitely an option out there. Not that I would do it. I don't need the NSA coming and knocking on my door and fucking taking me away. But
there's something though. There's something with Trump he is being very well protected. If you ever try posting a picture, I posted about, I think when we first started doing the podcast, it was a picture of Donald Trump, and the top of his head was just a giant bell end. So it was Trump with a dick, and I posted it as a joke. And you see a lot where there's people getting murdered, and there's all sorts of sex and weird stuff on Facebook. But that got removed in 5 minutes, and I got banned off Facebook for 3 days. So there is something there that's protecting him, and I don't think it's right. Like, obviously he's got a lot of money, so he can buy into a lot of things, you know. But it's weird how he gets the freedom of speech to nearly cause wars over fucking Twitter of all places.
Oh, I know.
But as soon as you start taking the piss out of him, that's it then. You know, Mark Zuckerberg gets a fucking a £2 million deposit into his bank, and then he...
But that's funny, because Mark Zuckerberg is one of those fucking people that need a safe zone.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be running for president in 2020. Did you see that?
No.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Oh, that. What? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Luckily, in 2019, my felony becomes spent in your guys' country, so...
Yeah, you can stay at mine, Garret. It's fine. Don't worry.
I'm going to just take a one-way ticket and go to England.
Yeah, you're welcome round here anytime.
Thing is, if someone like him gets into presidency, all basically he's going to control the internet through...
True.
Yeah.
The problem with Trump getting
and...
president is now the floodgates are open.
Yeah,
anybody can get
in now.
Who would you have as your president if you could?
May not be Trump.
Who would you have if you could vote any random celebrity in? Because there's loads of things. I heard that Dwayne Johnson was going to go for 2020 as well, and I just thought,
yeah, and
you know
he
what?
would actually probably be a pretty good president.
I wouldn't mind Dwayne, but celebrity as president.
Taylor Swift.
Hey.
She'd be like, Russia, you're so dumped, and she'll write a song.
Believe it or not, I think Oprah would be a good president too. No, seriously.
The last thing we need is a black female president.
Why not? You racist.
Racist, misogynistic bastard. That's what I am.
What I want to know is, does America not have any politicians? Why are all these celebrities all of a sudden becoming presidents?
Of course we do.
We have politicians.
They're the ones that actually
run it. We don't
it.
trust our politicians anymore.
I think it's just all it is, seems to me, is a popularity contest. That's all it is. I mean, it's the same here in the UK, I suppose, but I mean, we're a bit more
I think it's kind of proof that the president isn't the person that's in charge.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Senate is. Everything has to go through your Senate, and it's ridiculous.
It's not even the Senate. It's the people that are behind these people. It's the unknown people that you don't see in the news.
Well, it's the lobbyists.
It's
the
the
big
lobbyists. It's
companies.
the corporations.
Didn't Joe Rogan cover that on a stand-up once? I think he did say like it's just a ceremonial role, that it's a bit like the Queen. Yeah.
Yeah. The Senate, the Congress, the courts, they're all puppet figureheads for the people that are really running things. It's fucking evil Morty, dude.
Watch an episode of Homeland and basically it's not far off.
Yeah.
Evil Morty is our president right now.
Evil. Oh, don't see it starting Rick. Oh, we could have a conversation about Rick and Morty now. And I wouldn't feel bad, but I'm not going to do it because I don't want to spoil it for James. I'm going to get onto my dickhead of the week and get it out of the way so we can get onto superhero bar fight. But my dickhead of the week is Dubai. The whole of Dubai. Dubai can fuck off. I've read a story today about a British man, a guy called Jamie Harron. He's from Stirling in the UK, and he's an electrician that's working in Afghanistan. Have you read this, James?
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
And basically, he's been arrested and imprisoned for 3 months for touching a man's, what is it, his hip? I think he spilled a beer, and he went to catch the beer and touched the guy's hip accidentally. They've arrested this guy and put him in prison for 3 months.
Are you joshing me? That's crazy.
No. And like Dubai is full of these fucked. I mean, I get it's an Arab country, right? So they're very strict on alcohol. But I imagine the guy was with lots of money managed to drink and stuff. The women nobody can walk around without a headscarf on. They're very strict. But like touching a guy's like it's a barren state. That's this place. I'm telling you, like I think this guy is gonna get so much shit in prison for that because he's gonna be branded a homo, isn't he? Even though Probably. So I just think Dubai is one of the most fucked up places on the planet. Like, and people go there on holiday so often. They've got so many amazing hotels and things. I just think we should just turn around and ignore Dubai and let it go to ruin because they've spent so much money on this amazing city and all this. It all looks amazing, doesn't it? Like, but
I think we should do that with the entire Middle East. Just let them all fuck right off.
They'd come knocking on our door.
They'd be like. You left all your oil. Like, are you sure you want to leave? Okay, you'll be back. You always are.
But this guy's an electrician in Afghanistan from England. Who in the right mind would go to Afghanistan to work if A, it wasn't profitable, and B, it wasn't helping people? These guys doing a good thing. They're helping rebuild a country that's war-torn. So, those guys in Dubai, they're just there's no fucking common sense at all whatsoever. I get that they've got their laws. They don't allow homosexuality and things like that. If you want to be ignorant of that, that's fine by you. I just won't come to your country because I'm not gay myself, but I believe in equal rights for people and stuff,
It's not gay if you just hold it in your mouth for 30 seconds.
Just to see if you are or not.
That's a scene from Big Mouth, isn't it?
That I actually took from Louis C.K.'s stand-up.
But there's a scene in Big Mouth as well, though, and they're in the car. And
it's the dad.
And the kid's
Nick's
worried.
Dad is like, it's not gay if you just kiss it a little bit.
It's not gay if you see a penis, touch it, or even just kiss it a little. It's so funny.
And I love it because he actually like.
Yeah, he does that. His dad is so weird. He's so weird, but his mom's like really hot in cartoon world. I wouldn't fuck a cartoon. But,
I would. I would fucking wreck that cartoon pussy.
Who would be your ultimate cartoon? Like, who was your crush cartoon-wise growing up? All of us. Let's go around the room.
Jessica Rabbit.
Well, yeah. Yeah, she was quite hot, I suppose. Jessica Rabbit. Jimmy?
Oh, come back to me in a second.
Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
I was going to say that. Ariel.
in her fish form.
You wouldn't know what to do with it.
She doesn't
I
have
would
a
wreck that. I would wreck that croaca.
I got to think of another one now. Just because Ariel was up there in mine.
Scrappy Doo.
And you know she'll swallow because she's used to taking salty stuff in her mouth.
Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, Scrappy Doo.
not Daphne, no.
Not Daphne. Scrappy Doo.
Ah, cool. Right. Okay. So we've all done our dickheads of the week. Who do you reckon's the biggest dickhead this week, though? I feel
It's got to be Trump. Trump now and forever.
Yeah, Trump's going to be the dickhead until he's gone.
I think he's easy. He's going to win every week. But I'm going to vote EA if I'm honest.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to our lives, I mean, what Trump's doing is not really so far affecting us personally, but EA definitely fucking just hit every, quality gamer in the groin with what they did with Visceral.
Yeah, and I don't even care too much that the Star Wars game isn't coming. It's just that that's the company that made Dead Space, and I fucking love those games.
Yeah. So
And it opens up for the fact that BioWare is going to disappear one day.
Hopefully not.
I hope so. I think they'll get another chance to do a proper one in time.
Well, they got Anthem coming out.
Well,
so-
that's the thing. They might not even need it. And if Anthem can be anything like, it's going to be Destiny as Iron Man. People are going to be all over that shit.
I am. I really want that game. Fucking too right. I think it's that time, guys. Yeah. Okay. So it's superhero buffet. Okay. It's that time again. Okay. So as you guys would have seen from
We need a
posters,
foghorn.
I was actually thinking we need to record like a segmental kind of divide where we can just go nuts and put it at the beginning of every bit. But that'd be really... fireworks and fucking it'd be great, and a crowd cheering in the background, As you've seen from our page, if you follow us, you see that we're going to be doing a main event, which is going to be Iron Man versus Batman. But
Iron Man!
No, Batman's gonna kill his ass.
But I thought first we'd do a little warm up. We'll do one first, and then we'll go into the main event. Yeah. Okay.
Let's do a warm up.
Okay, so I'm going to start the run. Okay, so we've got number 10, which is
Iron Man. No, it's
10
not.
is Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
Deadpool versus
Deadpool wins.
23.
Come on, it's fucking Deadpool.
Shredder from the Turtles.
Oh, yeah,
Deadpool versus
won
Shredder.
that one. That's like petition.
Okay, so let's okay, so we know Deadpool's going to win. Let's talk about how he would tune Shredder's ass up, right? So they're in a bar, all right?
Every single time.
Shredder's like,
Shredder's eating turtle soup.
Shredder's eating turtle soup. Deadpool's chatting up the barmaid. Saying, "Hey, you want to see under my mask?" And Shredder's kind of like, "Those damn pesky turtles." And then Deadpool would be some crazy comment like, "What's that about turtle heads?" or something like that. And they'd be like, "Take me serious, red boy." And then they just start breaking out into a fight.
I'm so glad you don't do real comics.
They'd be over in the first 2 pages. I don't know. I think Shredder would put up a good fight. He's a good swordsman, isn't he?
He's a good swordsman, and he'll probably, cut off a leg, cut off an arm.
Yeah, but then he'll just grow it right back.
And he'll grow it back. The thing is Deadpool would kill him with one of his baby arms.
Yeah, but Deadpool isn't an instant. It's not like doesn't grow it instantly, does he? It's not like Groot.
No. I mean, it's gonna take a while, so it's like he's gonna be, jumping around Shredder. Shredder's gonna lob something off, and he'll be like, 1 foot, 1 arm, a good portion of his torso cut off,
like the Black Knight in the Holy Grail. It's nothing but a flesh wound. Hopping around. Yeah, I agree. I think I'm gutted we picked out Deadpool, if I'm honest, because he comes up and it's that war of attrition thing every time. I think Shredder the first time will probably cut his ass to shreds, but then Deadpool will regenerate and then find him when he's alone in a dark room, jacking off without his suit on.
So it's actually superhero darkroom jack-off fight then.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's gonna jerk off Shredder with his baby hand. And he's like, "Oh, it's so big."
And then rip it off. Yeah, I don't know actually as well, because don't forget, Deadpool's always packing some sort of firepower. So
Yeah, he can
very
just
simple.
pull out a rocket launcher from his back pocket. So
Yeah. So sorry, Shredder, but you're a goner. I think that's the general consensus here.
yeah,
Okay.
Shredder's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna cut Shredder's head off and then make him fucking fillet. So you're just gonna have this, decapitated Shredder head filleting
I'm
Deadpool.
gonna skull fuck you.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck him right through the eye.
Okay, so here we go. This is our main event. So in the red corner, we've got from New York City, wearing a whole of 6 tons in a metal suit is Iron Man, and then in the blue corner from Gotham City, crying into a handkerchief,
Iron Man was
missing
from Malibu.
Martha.
No, but he's stationed in New York.
Yeah, but he lives in Malibu.
All right, from Malibu fighting out of New York. You're happy? You fucking hell.
This is the thing we try to avoid: is the general statistics. Well, actually, I think you'll find the velocity of his feet alone.
His suit actually weighs 6.1.2.7 tons.
Yeah. Okay, so we already know this because we've spoken in the group chat. Always said that Batman would kick the fuck out of Iron Man.
And I agree with you, Alex.
Now, and it's obvious that Iron Man is going to beat the shit out of Batman.
Okay, but they're both in a bar, right?
Yeah.
So is Iron Man going to be in a suit at the bar?
Fuck yeah.
Iron Man's
He's
always
got
in a suit.
Back and call.
Yeah, look at the end of Avengers. He's in a bar wearing his suit, just getting some food. So genuinely, yeah.
Because if he doesn't have a suit on him, Batman would trash him before that suit could get to him.
Oh no. Because Iron Man still has a bunch of gadgets at its disposal.
Okay,
So he would be able to keep Batman at bay until the suit arrived. And then it all depends on which Mark version of the suit that he's wearing. So is he wearing the Mark 42? Is he wearing the Extremis suit?
I think without the
suit.
Without the suit, I think Batman will pummel Tony Stark to a fucking pulp.
Yeah, but the bar fight isn't a bar fight between Tony Stark and Batman. The bar fight is a bar fight between Tony Stark and Iron Man.
exactly.
Okay, so let's
Okay,
start.
so let me put something out there before we even get to Iron Man and Batman. Right, we're missing a huge part of what they are. They're sidekick people, not like Robin, because Robin's a gay cunt, but Barbara and Jarvis. Like you talk about like intelligence and stuff, but Iron Man has created an AI that is like a fully autonomous AI that can just control everything. And Batman has like some disabled chick that he probably hired because Wayne Enterprises was having like a bad PR week or something. Like, get the fucking disabled chick on the payroll quick. Like,
She's like one of the most intelligent people in the DC comics.
Yeah, but she's not Jarvis.
AI Jarvis.
Yeah, she's not Jarvis.
And even if you use Tim Drake version of Robin, he's super intelligent as well. Like, he's one of the cleverest people in the DC universe. Like, he figured out who Batman was. That's how he became Robin. You know,
Iron Man and Batman at that time would have Jarvis and Oracle in their back corner. Do you know what I mean? Like, they'd be the ones in the wrestling ring with the towels on the side going, "Punch him in his tits, motherfucker!" Like, they'd be there.
Have they had time to prepare for this, or is this?
I think they both. You got Batman coming off of a fight where he puts Joker in Arkham again, and then you got Iron Man who's fighting whoever the fuck he was fighting with the Avengers. They're tired. They both end up in the same bar, and one of them mouths off to piss off the other one.
Yeah,
probably Tony Stark.
Iron Man's there just eating some shawarma, whatever the hell shawarma is, and Batman just walks in.
Batman walks in and Iron Man's like, "Hey, so how's Martha?"
Martha. Did you say Martha?
That's it. Batman's done at that point.
Friends.
No, I think right. Okay, so Batman's got a suit which it's very clever. He doesn't give off any heat signatures, so you can't use a homing missile on him because there's no heat signature from him.
Okay.
He's quick. He can move around. And as well, he's got his batarangs, he's got wires, he's got gadgets.
Batarangs gonna do to a fucking Iron Man suit? I mean, come on.
Captain America disables the suit by smashing his shield through his chest. Does he not?
Yeah, made out what's his shield made out of, Al? Vibranium, the hardest metal ever.
I'm gonna say
Batman
that
does not have vibranium fucking batarangs.
no, but he does have plastique. And he can
he's
throw
got explosive batarangs.
he can throw like a plastic at his face, then his chest. Bam! He's got a hole in his chest. Batarang through the fucking light fucking thing in his chest. He's done.
Iron Man's got a point defense system built into his suit. Any batarangs, anything, just like straight out of the sky. What it's going to come down to is the sheer
remember,
fact.
Batman is a ninja. He can hide in that fucking bar as soon as that fight begins.
Yeah, but
hide behind a stool.
I think
you can't see me.
I think Iron Man's vulnerability is his back, right? He hasn't got a lot on his back. You say he's got defense systems, but like he's got nothing there. It's just armor, isn't it? So I'm saying that Batman throws down some smoke, disappears to the other side of the bar, hits Tony Stark in the face with some plastic. Bam! His head's all fucked up. He's
just going to see through the smoke.
No, because he's not got no heat signature, is he?
it doesn't. You don't need a heat signature.
Yeah,
Batman's still going to make noise. He's still going to be able to track the disturbance of the smoke. Batman through the smoke signal, smoke grenade, and regardless, I mean, he's going to have a lock on Batman and have prime situational awareness of the whole bar and be able to. I mean, he's never not going to have a target on Batman.
So what it's going to come down to is their biggest. So they've done their Hadoukens at each other. They've tried jump kicking and then doing a ground kick over and over and over. What it's going to come down to is who's going to get that finisher quickest.
You're going to get to a point where they're going to bash it out.
What's their finish? What's Batman's finisher going to be? Because I know what Iron Man's is going to be.
Does he have his Darkest Night suit?
He's got whatever suit you want.
Oh, you can't say that.
If he has the Darkest Night suit, he's part of the Lantern Corps. So he could just create a bubble around Iron Man and stop all that bullshit from happening.
No, you're cheating now. Fuck off. You're cheating.
Well, you said I could have whatever I want.
Well, I didn't realise that, did I?
Batman created the Dark Knight suit, right, which is pretty fucking awesome. And he also created a suit with a defense mechanism for every single member of the Justice League. I read the Endgame comic book. I don't know if you read that, anyone, but he basically, the Joker infects all of the Justice League with Joker venom, so they all become nasty and psychotic.
Yeah, that's when he tries to kill all of them.
Yeah, he does. And he stops the Flash in one blast. Bam! Gone. You know, if he had that suit, he would take him on. But I don't think he'd need it.
Okay.
I don't think he'd need it. I really don't.
I could write a story where I start training in Kung Fu and go and beat the shit out of Conor McGregor. But it's just a story. You can write any bullshit you want in a comic book. He's not going to take out any of those people. Like, Batman is just a guy who's cool as shit. But when it actually comes down to it, he's going to get his ass handed to him. All Iron Man has to do is do the arc reactor thing and just fucking melt him. He'd be mush. It'd be like the scene out of that face melting scene out of fucking Ark of the Covenant, whatever it's called.
Well, I don't think so. I think, don't forget, Batman can create his suits as well. He's just as clever as Tony Stark. You know, you've got to give him that. He's a genius, and he also all the martial arts and things that the robot teaches fucking Iron Man, Jarvis, whatever. It's Batman already knows that, and I know he's made of iron, and I know it's going to hurt if he gets punched. But Batman moves so fucking quick. If you've ever seen The Dark Knight, he's like a shadow. He moves so fucking fast that, you know, I think it'd be a good match for him.
He's not going to be quicker than an Iron Man's. Has anyone else completely forgot about the Iron Legion as well? So he's not just fighting Iron Man, he's actually fighting 3,000 Iron Mans. Game over. Go home.
Can he call Superman?
If Iron Man can call Sentry, then yeah, Batman can call Superman. But outside of that, again, no. Go home, you're cheating.
Batman has a whole arsenal. He has cars, planes, jets. He has fucking everything.
He's got a giant T-Rex and a giant penny, for crying out loud.
He's got a bat cow. He's got a bat cow.
Batmite's gonna come in and just wreck shit.
Yeah, you could attach rockets to it like Just Cause and send him an exploding cow. Yeah.
No, you get Tony Stark. He's gonna fight Batman. They're gonna get to a point where they're both, maskless and parts of their suits are torn off, and they're just duking it out. No one's winning, and then Tony Stark gets tired of this bullshit and just calls down the Hulkbuster armor. End game.
And don't forget, there are so many cyborgs and robots and things that Batman's taken out all the time. And he's done it with his gadgets. I mean, there are bombs and things he can throw at Iron Man that can disable his suit. I know EMP doesn't work, but I bet if you got to a point where you'd weakened the suit that much and then threw an EMP at it, you just disable the suit. A plastic he's been using since '66, and it's a bomb that wraps around. It's like rubber. And then it just bam, it goes, and he takes out.
It's a shame he wouldn't use it if it killed him, though.
I don't think Batman kills, man. He kills, and I think if he needed to kill Iron Man, he would. So you have to. So then you're going based off the Ben Affleck Batman. No. Batman's been killing people.
There's some comics where he kills people too.
I watched 1989 Batman last week, and he kills people in that. He flat out blows the fuck out of people. Like, he doesn't need to do that. Okay, so plastic around the face of Iron Man. He can't see. Like, he can't see.
The thing is, right? This is what it comes down to. Even if he couldn't see, couldn't do anything. All Iron Man would have to do, because the actual, I know we say, don't get all proper nerdy and, he could lift this much with his suit and all that kind of stuff. All he'd have to do is wave his arm around and, Batman would be in bits. He's just a guy.
But you don't think that Batman would be able to just move out the way?
No, because he's not the Flash.
Go stand on the other side of the bar.
Have to catch
Jimmy, I'm not going to forget that comment.
No, literally, all he'd have to do is just catch him with one little karate chop.
Well,
and Batman would. Go on, sorry, Garrett. Go on.
If you remember at the end of Iron Man 2, when all of Whiplash's drones are attacking them, and Iron Man just does that thing where he spins around real fast with the lasers and cuts them all down. He has to do that, and then Batman's gone. I think Batman's millions of bits and pieces. No suit is going to be able to withstand the power of those lasers, and you're done. He doesn't even dark.
I think he'd be out there. I think he'd be up on the ceiling, and the building would come down around Iron Man, and then that's it. I don't know.
Batman's going to be on the ceiling, and the building's going to fall down. Yeah, Iron Man loses in that situation. What?
Do you remember the laser room at the end of the first Resident Evil movie?
Yeah.
They get trapped in that laser room, and you get this grid of lasers. That's all Iron Man has to do is just project the lasers out into a grid. He's going to kill everybody that's in the bar, but he's also going to kill Batman. Cut him up into a bunch of little cubes. You'll have Batcube.
Yeah,
I think we could dance around this as much as we like, couldn't we? And us Batman fans are going to be like, well, no.
The thing is,
actually,
Batman is the coolest superhero ever made. That is the only reason why people say he'd win against people, because he's cool, because he's Batman.
Because I'm Batman. I don't think we can come to a conclusion though on this.
Yeah, maybe they wouldn't kill each other. Maybe they would just shake and.
I think they would beat each other to a pulp. They would beat each other to a pulp. It would be in mid punch, and they'd be like,
Arthur,
the fuck are we fighting about?
Bruce Wayne would be like, where's your wife? Where's your wife, man? Where's your wife? Where's Pepper?
Pepper.
The thing is,
Or he'd be like, I fucked Pepper in the ass. I gave her a bigger bunny than what you could give her.
Tony Stark is just like, why don't we just do a wobbly H on her then?
Oh yeah, and that's the saving grace. That's the end. Is Pepper Potts getting double-ended by Batman and Iron Man?
They're tight.
And then the end credits is just them high-fiving with the black glove and the red suit. And then Pepper going, Tony, at least take the suit off first.
Got a gyrating dick.
Iron condom.
The iron condom, yeah. Oh god, that was fun.
Built-in French tickler and everything.
I did not expect it to finish like that. I'm not going to lie.
It always goes there. It always goes there. You went with Wolverine finger fucking Phoenix, so I just.
I just watched the X-Men Apocalypse last night for the first
it's
time.
awful, isn't it? There is one huge problem with that film, and it ruined the whole thing for me, and I can't watch it again. Okay, so you've got Magneto, right? He's pulling out all the metal of the world, right? Things from the bottom of the ocean, skyscrapers, fucking everything's coming towards him, yeah? The X-Men come flying towards him in a ship. What the fuck? Like, I'm not being funny. Is it made of plastic? Like,
It's made of plastic.
You can see his concentrated magnetic fields that he's generating, and the way that magnetism works is if you're not flying within the they were operating outside of the discrete magnetic fields that he was working on.
It was nice of them to include Ivan Ooze into it, though. I thought that was really good. Just bridge up the gap between the Power Rangers and Marvel. I thought that was really cool.
I reckon Ivan Ooze needs to be added into number 51 for superhero bar fight because he needs to get the shit kicked out
I
of
think we
him.
should take this to 100. We should take this to.
I reckon so.
We should keep going. Any suggestions people have got for superhero bar fight? I don't care how ridiculous. We got Jar Jar Binks on there. I think we should just throw in Mr. Bean. Let's get Mr. Bean on there.
That'd be a good one.
Pee Wee Herman.
Mr. Bean versus James Bond. I would love to see that one.
Mr. Bean. I thought you were going to be ingenious and go Mr. Bean versus Pee Wee Herman. Then that would have been. Hello.
Pee Wee Herman would just masturbate.
Yeah,
jizz
masturbate
all
all
over.
over him.
Oh god, that was fun.
Oh, God. Should we wrap it up there?
Next week, well, I don't know if it's going to be for next week or the week after, but I'm going to try and get something organized for the walk around the prison. I thought that'd be really cool. But yeah, guys, listen to Garrett and Justin's podcast, by the way. Garrett and Justin Triggered, it's called. You can find it. We share their links quite a lot. They're a great show. They have so much fun. I'm feel really lucky to have them here.
And we don't censor our podcast.
Well, no, that's not true. I've dropped the N-bomb like the third episode, and you censored that.
Did I?
Yeah, you made it into Tigger.
But no, yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. It's like the first time I've actually kind of sat down with you guys and spoke to you in person as well. So it's been awesome hanging out with you.
Scare you off.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
We can be a little brash.
No, I've put with far worse. Trust me. I have to hang out with Alex every single week.
He has to put it with me. Opening the show as Harvey Weinstein. I'm pretty sure. I sent you guys a video of me doing that as a fucking zombie last night.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh god, we'll have to put that on the start of the show. Hi, I'm Harvey Weinstein, just as a zombie. That'd be funny. All right, guys, we're gonna shoot. I've got to get to. Well, I'm not going to get to bed. I'm going to get another beer or something and relax. I guess you guys have got to get on with your day with it being so early still.
I think we need to get food and we got to get some vapor juice and then we'll record a couple of episodes for next Tuesday and the following week. So we're going to do that today as well as tomorrow.
I'll give your guys a new episode to listen as well. And I haven't had a chance yet. I usually listen to it on the Sunday, but I'm doing this instead of being in work. So I'll do that tomorrow night and give you guys a shout. Anything to add, James?
No, just thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed it as well. See you everyone next week.
Thors-Kin signing out.
Talking to you, Nick and Alex.
Garrett, Justin, James, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much. This is Thors-Kin signing out. Cheers.